It's a golem. It's a ghost. It's turret mode. Hey everybody, Subparchar here with turret mode, a closer. This is hopefully going to be the final video in turret mode. I say hopefully because there may be a turret mode that is like loose ends or something to finish off any things that I might miss in the closer, but this is hopefully the last video on turret mode I'll do. And just one slight warning that I'm going to say right now. If I sound a little bit funny or there's random cuts in the video, that's because that I'm on the tail end of a cold, so I'm getting better, but hopefully nothing will interrupt this video. So to start this video off, let's just jump right into it and get into GhostCraft. Now, I've actually done some research on turret mode. Imagine that. Sub doesn't know everything there is to know on turret mode right off the bat. Remember how I said that turret mode and only machine bow is the only bow that works? I'm wrong on that. There's actually a couple other bows. The bows that work are... Let's see if I could find it. I'm blind. Okay, I said machine bow. That does definitely work. The other bows that work are... Flame bow works. So this gives me an excuse to, you know, kind of burn the map down. So you better watch out. I'm talking to you, cop. I'm gonna burn everything down in my path, no matter what. And the other bow that works is battle bow. So I guess, you know, turret mode is friendly towards non-donators. But pretty much everything else doesn't work. I'm pretty sure that you can give arrows as the medic, and I know you can throw potions and you can throw grenades as the soldier. But beyond that, most classes are otherwise just kind of gimped. Now, to talk about something else is... This is another thing that I found out with my research. And I thought this was only originally with the ghost turret mode. And what I found out was that all turret modes have a 360 degree range. Now what I'm talking about is, you know how when somebody's in turret mode, aka me, and you see me sitting in one place. Now, I can only shoot in one place, but what I found out is that when you melee, you can actually, if it's within reach of your character, you can actually punch the person. Irregardless of whether there's a wall in the way or whatever. As long as it's a melee attack, you can reach them. So, honestly, I don't plan on abusing that. That's kind of unfair. I've already talked about how before, with the resistance of a golem / turret, I just kind of slash kill after a couple hits, but I don't really plan on abusing the heck out of that glitch. I originally thought this was only meant for ghost mode. Even then, I always slash kill myself right away when I get stuck in turret mode as the ghost. Speaking of the ghost mode, is that... So as I was saying about the ghost mode before I got brutally stabbed by some random... Gee, thanks, mister. Is that there's a couple of glitches that have to do with the turret ghost, or ghost turret mode, whatever the heck you want to call it. This is really weird. I said that I always slash kill myself, and that's what I do. But there is... how to say this? You've guys seen it before on betrayals and whatnot, that sometimes if the survivor hits the ghost or gets hit by the ghost before the ghost kills them or whatever, that they'll betray themselves or something along those lines, or the ghost will betray the survivor, even though that makes no sense. Kind of has to do with that. If I were to slash kill myself and I am being attacked by somebody, usually the person who was either like first to hit me or first to die because of other people trying to hit me, they will get the 5-point bonus, irregardless of if they die first. So they can get... It's kind of funny to see somebody kill the ghost from the dead. No jokes intended there. So, some more turret stuff is... One of the biggest problems with turret mode, other than the fact that, oh hey, you can't actually, like, do anything, you're stuck in one place for the majority of the round, is that where in the world am I when you turret mode? Because generally, it's really hard to notice when you turret mode until you either shoot or something along those lines. Like right now, I'm not even turret. Wait. Okay, I'm not turreting. Good. As I was saying, so trying to find yourself in turret mode can be hard, but there is a couple of little things that you can do. One of them is, if you're the survivor, to find yourself is the best way to do it is to use your bow and arrows as a sort of Marco Polo sort of technique. I do it a lot of the times. If you see me standing still in turret mode and you see me randomly shooting, even if there's no ghosts around, it generally means I'm trying to find myself. And actually, it would be really nice if you see me doing that, if you could possibly point me in the correct direction of where the heck I am. Because otherwise I'm going to play Marco Polo with myself, trying to listen for that arrow shot being shot by me. Now, to find yourself as the ghost is a little bit more tricky. Well, it's more tricky, but at the same time, it's also simple. It's the same concept, except you use your stab or your bone over and over again until you find yourself. And you can imagine the problem with that because of the fact that more than likely the survivors will hear you before you even get a chance, and even then, you can't really do too much in ghost turret mode without actually kind of breaking the game, considering you have so much resistance. A little helpful thing though when you're ghost turreting is to know right away, if you go in F5 mode like I am right now and you look at yourself, you can see whether or not the ghost smoke trail is actually following you. So that's a really quick way, but otherwise all you have to do is just make a whole bunch of noise and hope that you can find yourself. So some courtesy to the golem when it comes to turret mode. Ifs, do's and don'ts, basically, is that when, well, how to say this? I can't make up my mind. Basically, you guys already know not to team kill. At least I hope you don't. Or I hope you do. You better not team kill your friends. It's not nice. But don't try killing the turret. It doesn't work. It's mean to everybody that you're already trying to team kill somebody. But the hilarious part is you're probably actually going to kill yourself before you kill the turret. Because of, like I said before, the resilience of said turret. It's kind of hilarious that I just see people just explode from them just punching me over and over again. Also, speaking of punching, if you're trying to, if you think I'm AFK, punching me does not help me realize where I am. It just shakes my screen, and if I'm jumping, it knocks me out. Speaking of knocking out, when you are turreting, I don't suggest standing on a ledge, because you still can be knocked around by the stab, or people punching you, or basically you getting hit. And it's bad enough if you're already turreting and you can only shoot in one place, but it's even worse when you're turreting in the void. Yeah, imagine that. You can only shoot in one area, and you're falling down, in the pitch darkness that is the void, and you can't see where the ghost is. You're just falling and falling and falling. It's just terrible. So please, don't hit the turret. It's just so mean. So very mean. Very rude. But yeah. Let's see, more things. I'm not reading off a list of things to say. No. And to add in these final little tips into the movie, because I basically can't think of a way to add these in without me just rattling and rambling on for 5 minutes straight about talking about cats or something the like. I'm just going to say it out loud and just going to delete that little video so that you guys can't see it. Sorry, no bloopers for you. So, say you are in ghost turret mode, and you turn in this direction here. If you just start walking in this direction, and you try leaping, or pouncing, or jumping, or whatever the heck you call it, Mario jumping, Hulk smash jumping, whatever the heck you call it, if you leap or whatever, you will actually go in the direction where you are facing in turret mode, making turret mode ghost version ever the more annoying to frickin' work with. Last little tidbit is also to go along with the lines of where the heck you are in turret mode and how to find yourself. It's actually a good idea to just keep notes where you have and haven't been. Just kind of like temporary file yourself. Just remember, oh hey, I've been through this arch or that arch, or I've been in the square, haven't been blown up, whatever the like. And just remember that. And to finally end this horrid video off, I'm going to say one little terminology. Yes, one little vocab. And that is sentry. Sentry is basically the opposite of turret mode. It just means that you are walking all is well in the world and you haven't started turreting yet. So, with that little vocab word off the list, I bid you all a fair, good ghost hunting. See you later, guys.